Glad you could join us again on the Value Chain TV News Update. My name is Chad Moses. And in the news update, President Bola Tinubu has called on Nigerians to abort their planned protests, assuring that measures are in place to alleviate hardships. S.A. Ufoma completes the report.
Speaking at the National Council of Traditional Rulers meeting in Abuja, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, emphasized the need for patience and support during this critical period. Tinubu criticized individuals capitalizing on the nation's economic difficulties to incite protests. He stressed that rather than engaging in demonstrations, Nigerians should show patience and commitment to the success of the reforms. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Labour Congress has issued a warning against any attempt to suppress Nigerians' fundamental right to express their views, particularly in the light of the planned nationwide protest. The NLC instead called on the government to engage the protesters constructively rather than resorting to measures that would undermine citizens' rights to voice their grievances. The Labour Union also called on President Bola Tinubu to listen to the cries of Nigerians over hunger and widespread hardship in the country. For Value Chain TV, S.A. Ufoma reporting.
Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Oil, Henikin Lopobiri, has hosted what the ministry described as a crucial meeting with Dangote as well as officials of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, in an apparent move to sort out the recent altercations between the two parties. Kabir Lawal has the details.
According to a statement from the spokesperson of the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Oil, Amaka Okafo, the meeting focused on finding a lasting sustainable solution to the current impasse affecting the Dangote refinery, with the disagreement between the chief executive of NMDPRA, Farouk Ahmed, and Aliko Dangote had recently dominated the public space. The disagreement was over the quality of product being churned out by the $19 billion, 650 barrels per day oil refinery owned by Dangote, which Ahmed's NMDPRA alleged was purchasing fuels with high sulfur content. Ahmed had maintained that the product from the facility, namely diesel and jet fuel, were lower quality than the one imported by NNPCL. Present at the meeting were Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, Authority Chief Executive of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, Farouk Ahmed, Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC, Binga Komolafe, Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, NNPCL, Mele Kyari, with all parties demonstrating a commitment to a collaborative and proactive problem solving. The Honorable Minister emphasized the importance of cooperation and synergy among all stakeholders to ensure the success and optimal performance of the oil and gas sector, which is pivotal for Nigeria's economic growth and energy security. The meeting marks a significant step towards resolving the challenges and underscores the minister's dedication to fostering a conducive environment for Nigeria's oil and gas sector. For Value Chain TV, Kabir Lawal reporting.
And on the power sector, the federal government has announced its expectations for the renewable energy sector to contribute about 9,000 megawatts to the country's power supply by 2030. As part of a broader vision to end energy poverty in Nigeria, Minister of Power Adelabu Adebayo disclosed these during the opening of a summit on the accelerated scale-up of renewable and distributed energy resources in Nigeria, organized by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC, in Abuja. Adelabu emphasized the government's determination to provide affordable and reliable power supply to industries and other institutions. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has said that Nigeria can empower its youth and women in the agricultural sector through the development and implementation of bankable business proposals. Abbas made this statement at the second interactive session and workshop on developing bankable business proposals and business plans for youth and women in agriculture held in Abuja. He noted that the country's over-reliance on oil as a primary resource is neither sustainable nor profitable, especially as the global community shifts towards greener and more sustainable energy sources. And on solid minerals, the national president of the Nigerian Association of Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NASIMA, Dele Oye, has expressed opposition to the Central Bank of Nigeria's decision to increase the benchmark interest rate. In a statement, Oye acknowledged that while an increase in the benchmark interest rate can help control inflation, it often introduces costs and increased uncertainty for businesses, which can have a range of negative impacts on their operations and growth prospects. He outlined several consequences of the rate hike, including increased borrowing cost, reduced investment, decreased consumer spending, impact on stock prices, cash flow changes, and complications in long-term planning, among others. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, Samuel Obuku, has announced that the Commission will only approve projects that add value to the oil-rich region. This statement was part of his address at the recently concluded Niger Delta Stakeholders Summit held in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Obuku also noted that the summit provided an opportunity to enhance the NDDC's accountability. Abubakar Dansoho has officially assumed his role as the Managing Director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, NPA, pledging to enhance productivity and efficiency in response to rising competition from neighboring countries. In his inaugural address at the handing over ceremony at the authority's headquarters, Dansoho emphasized that his main goal is to reposition the NPA for increased productivity and greater efficiency to improve revenue generation. He assured that under his leadership, NPA would work to ensure efficiency, reduce costs, and improve the overall user experience at the nation's port. This brings us to the end of the news update. I remain Chad Moses. Thanks for watching.